Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Akia Tiani. Today I'm coming to you with no intro, just vibes, but that's okay. We'll be doing an exposed zipper, so stay tuned. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to insert a zipper into a seam. So I've gone ahead and sewn a seam into some muslin and I've pressed open that seam. So this is the seam that we will be working with. It's about a 1/2 inch seam allowance. So what you're going to do is place your zipper at the top of your fabric, the top of that seam, and you want to mark at the end of the zipper, right at the end. So you're going to place a pin right at the end. And then you also want to mark just probably about a 1/2 inch up. Okay, so just mark above that because we don't want to cut too far, but we want to know where our end is because we're going to make a slit right here once we get there. Okay, so make sure that it's lined up and then make your 2 marks. So now we're going to open up this seam with our seam ripper. All right, so now that our seam is open, what we're now going to do is create a V-shaped slit so that we can fold this piece down to create a rectangle. So from this marking here, we're going to slide that back, slide that out, and we're going to cut a slight V. You're not cutting it all the way to the pin. You're just gonna cut a nice slit, okay? So now, if you fold that slit down, you can see that we're going to form the shape of a rectangle. So that is folded down. But what we're also going to have to do is fold from the slit, we're going to fold these flaps back. So we're going to come to the inside of the garment. We can see our slit and we can see this piece. So what we are going to do is fold that back and press it. Be careful if you have a pin here, not to melt anything. Okay, and just place a pin to hold that triangle. Okay, we may end up pushing it back just a little bit because it didn't go all the way down to the end of our zipper tape where we had it marked, but we don't want to cut too much. You can always cut more, but you can't add back. So we're just gonna take little steps. So we're going to fold this in and press down our new seam. Be sure to use a pressing cloth when you are doing this. This is muslin fabric, so this is typically what I use for my pressing cloth, so I don't need to use anything on top of it. So we're just going to press that down to create our rectangle for where our zipper is going to go. And you're going to do that on the other side as well. Okay, so now your seam is prepared. You have a rectangular opening where our zipper is going to go. And what we're going to do is top stitch around that once we place our zipper. So again, I said we may end up pushing this back because it might just be a little too short for our zipper, but we're going to place this on the zipper. And actually, I'm not mad at it for the purposes of getting the zipper into the seam. So what you're going to do is just make sure that everything is straight. If you have to repress any seams, repress the casing, be sure to do that if everything isn't lined up how you'd like it to be. But once you get it lined up how you would like it, you can start pinning. So when you're sewing, the way that I pinned it is in the way that I'm going to sew. So when I'm sewing, my pins, I usually do my pins with the point facing up so I can pull it out, and you're going around a circle. So when I'm sewing, I'm gonna go down this way, that way, and then up this way. So I want the pins to be in a way that I can just pull them out, pivot my machine, pull it out, pivot, pull my pins out. All right, so that's all pinned up, and we're going to go ahead and take it to the machine. Alright, so now you have your exposed zipper. Of course, depending on the project that you do, will determine how you fold down the tape, but these are the basics of getting the zipper into your seam.
As always, I appreciate you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.